two little girls, two innocent smiles, one flight that refused to let them on, but when they made a single phone call, the truth about power, prejudice, and pride would shake everyone watching that gate. The sun glowed through the glass walls of Silverjet Terminal 3. Passengers hurried toward Gate 17, coffee in one hand, boarding passes in the other. Among the crowd stood two young girls, Maya and Layla, twin sisters, only 9 years old. They wore matching yellow backpacks and neatly ironed school uniforms. It was their first time flying alone. Their father, Michael Carter, had kissed them goodbye earlier that morning. He was a kind but powerful man, CEO of a major airline company. But today, no one at the airport knew that. "Okay," Maya said, holding her sister's hand. "Dad said wait here until they call our row." Layla nodded. "I'm a little scared." "It's fine," Maya whispered. "We'll see Daddy in Atlanta soon." When the boarding line formed, they stepped forward confidently. But before they could hand over their tickets, the gate agent, a tall woman named Ms. Turner, stopped them. "Excuse me, girls," she said coldly. "Where are your parents?" Maya replied softly. "Our dad's in Atlanta. He already bought our tickets." Ms. Turner frowned. "Are you sure you're on this flight? You don't look like unaccompanied minors in our system." Layla pulled out the printed confirmation. "Here's our boarding pass." The woman barely glanced at it. "I'm sorry, this doesn't seem right. Step aside, please." The line of passengers started to grow. Maya looked confused. "But we have seats. Daddy said everything's confirmed." Ms. Turner crossed her arms. "Listen, girls, this flight is for priority passengers only. You'll need to wait." A few people in line exchanged uncomfortable looks. A kind woman nearby said, "They clearly have boarding passes. Just scan them." But Ms. Turner snapped, "Ma'am, please mind your own business." Layla whispered, "Maya, she doesn't believe us." Maya took a deep breath and pulled out her small phone. "Daddy said if anything goes wrong, call him." The woman sighed. "Oh, please, don't play games." But Maya pressed the number. "Hi, Daddy. She said we can't fly." Everyone around turned when they heard the words, "Daddy" and "can't fly." Michael's calm voice came through the phone. "Put me on speaker, sweetheart." Ms. Turner rolled her eyes. "Sir, whoever you are, these children aren't authorized to—" But Michael's tone changed. Firm, confident, unmistakable. "This is Michael Carter, CEO of Silverjet Airlines. You're speaking to my daughters." The color drained from her face. Passengers gasped. Someone whispered, "Wait, he owns the airline?" Michael continued. "Is there a reason you're denying 2 paid passengers boarding?" Ms. Turner stuttered. I must have made a mistake, sir. The system—" "No, you didn't make a mistake," he said quietly. "You made an assumption." Maya held the phone tightly. Her father's voice was calm, but everyone could feel the authority behind it. "I'm calling the regional manager right now," Michael said, "and I suggest you let my daughters board while you still have your job." Ms. Turner swallowed hard. "Yes, sir." She quickly scanned the girls' tickets. "Welcome aboard, ladies." Maya looked up. "Thank you." But as they walked past, Layla whispered, "That wasn't nice of her." Maya nodded. "Daddy says people show who they are when they think no one's watching." The crowd murmured softly, and several people smiled at the twins. One man said quietly, "Good for them." By the time the plane took off, the incident had already gone viral. A passenger in line had recorded everything and posted it online with the caption, "Two little girls denied boarding until their dad, the CEO, called in." Within hours, millions had watched it. The comment section flooded with outrage and admiration. They handled it better than most adults. This is why kindness matters. Never judge someone by what you think they are. Meanwhile, at corporate headquarters, Michael was meeting with his communications team. "Handle it with dignity," he told them. "We won't shame her publicly, but we will teach." He requested to meet Ms. Turner privately the next day. When she walked into his office, her shoulders were tense. "Mr. Carter, I came to apologize." Michael gestured for her to sit. "I'm not angry, but I am disappointed." She looked down. "I made an assumption, sir. I didn't mean harm." He replied softly, "That is the thing about assumptions. They hurt even when you don't mean them to." Ms. Turner's eyes filled with tears. "I was under stress. It was a busy day, but I know that's no excuse." Michael nodded. "I believe in second chances, but only if you learn from the first one. She looked up. I have, sir. I promise. He handed her a paper. This is a new policy I'm implementing. Every Silverjet employee, from pilots to gate staff, will now attend an empathy and diversity workshop. You'll be the first to lead it. Her eyes widened. Me? Yes, he smiled. Because the best teachers are those who've been humbled. That afternoon, Ms. Turner met Maya and Layla again in the office lobby. They were coloring quietly while waiting for their dad. She knelt beside them. Girls, I owe you both an apology. Maya tilted her head. You were just having a bad day? A bad? Layla added softly. Daddy says forgiveness is power. Ms. Turner smiled, tears slipping down her cheeks. You're both wiser than most adults I know. When she left, Michael stepped out and hugged his daughters. You proud of yourselves? Maya grinned. We didn't even cry. Layla giggled. And we got on the plane. Michael laughed. That's my girls. Later that night, a news anchor wrapped up the story. In a world where many respond to hate with anger, 2 little girls showed grace. And their father proved that leadership isn't about status, it's about example. The camera faded to black with the final line on screen. Respect is not given by power, it's earned by heart.